something broken inside of me, something no one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep. I think there's something wrong with me. I got friends that I never see. They say they don't have time for me. I try to reach out to my family, but I just get voicemail. I try to watch TV, it only saddens me. Everyone's yelling and screaming and fighting in the street. I put some pizza in the microwave, forgot about it for several days. Then when I found it, I just threw it away. There's surely something wrong with me. All the kids in the neighborhood tell me I don't look so good. How I would change it all if I could, but I can't seem to. Every day used to be such possibility. Now every road that I take leads to failure and despair. Watch out now. There's something broken inside of me, but whatever will be, will be. I guess that this is just my destiny, because there's something wrong with me. Mark Cohen, everybody.
I went to get a colonoscopy. They said, I'm sorry, sir, you gotta leave. It turns out I was at the DMV. I think there's something wrong with me.
That was great. Now you try one at home. I guess that this is just my destiny, because there's something wrong with me. She has a boyfriend, the next day she's engaged. Then she says she's married. Girl, why are you playing these mind games? Love games, head games, brain games, mind benders, brain twisters. She's playing with my head. I saw her on the street with another guy. Funny, cause she told me she didn't want to be in a relationship. Mind games, love games, head games, brain twisters, mind puzzlers. She's playing with my head. Word jumbles, magic mazes, spot the difference. What's the one where it's got all the letters going around it and you have to use a common letter and unscramble it? That one. We haven't spoken in years. Someone told me that she moved to California and married a lawyer. But then she calls me out of the blue and says she wants to sell me vitamin water. Ah! and smiled, so I asked her on a date. She said that she was gay. Girl, why are you playing these mind games? Love games, head games, brain games, crossword puzzles, trivia questions, Sudoku, Wordle, word quizzes, brain busters, mind teasers, puzzle conundrums, jigsaw puzzles, crossword puzzles, words without friends, crypto jumble, word ladder, connect the word. What's the one where you've got 16 words in 4 categories and you have to group them according to a common theme? Waffle, dordle, nerdle, quordle, squirtle, phrasal, hurdle, nasal, word jumbles, magic mazes.
Checking the mic, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Check. Help. 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 Check. Hey. 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 Falafel. Asparagus. Computer, what time is it?
The time is 11 a.m.
Hello? Help. Check. Hello? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Henry's Kitchen, the live stream where we chat and we talk about various kitchen type things, and we make a little dish, do some music, maybe sometimes some games. We're going to do more of that in June. Can you hear me and can you see me? 10 Carl says that kitchen puts the hell in help. Yeah, it sure does. You just brought to my attention that the word help has hell in it. It's interesting. Only with one L though. Mateo PNP says, will today's dish contain any nutrients? You know, we here at Henry's Kitchen don't believe that nutrients are an essential part of a recipe or even a diet. However, there will be nutrients, I believe, in our bargonzos, which are also called chickpeas. Computer, what's the difference between a bargonzo and a chickpea?
The chickpea, also known as the Bengal gram or garbanzo bean, is a legume whose seeds are high in protein.
Yeah, so it didn't quite answer the question. But what it sounds like it implied is that they're both the same thing. Now, there's an old joke, of course, you know, what's the difference between a garbanzo and a chickpea? And it says something like, I never paid $50 to see a garbanzo. But we don't do that type of thing here. I just wanted to bring it to people's attention that was something that you might hear at some point, but it's not the real difference. Duza says, I've never paid to have a garbanzo on my face. Wow, yeah, that kind of took it to another level. Neat says, I'm already cracking up. Okay, good. Schneeb Plays says, lol. Parasitosis says it never ends. It really doesn't. Okay, everybody. I want to thank the user named Hopeful Equinox for giving us this really cool background picture. It reminds me a little bit of the waffles. I don't know what we did. We made a waffle, an eggless waffle, about a week and a half ago, or maybe a week ago, and it came out fucking delicious and perfect. And I thought, well, it must be that recipe was really good, but I have tried to make it 3 times since then, and it's just coming out all fucked up. And I'm even using the VOD of our Twitch stream to try to make sure I get it exactly the way we did it. I think what we witnessed that day was a kitchen miracle, and I don't know how it worked. Okay, we have some alerts coming down the pike. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Gume Kande says, happy hump day. Hey, happy hump day right back at you. Thanks, Gume Kande. Lady Dina 17 has cheered 10 bits. Thank you, Lady Dina. And Chernot the Singer has subscribed for 3 months. Thank you, Chernot. And 10 Carl, our old buddy 10 Carl, whom I hung out with. I guess it's been a year and a half now. I hung out in Connecticut. Says, 45 still alive, rock out. All right. 45 months. That's amazing. Mentally Ill 247 says, I think I've had too much caffeine today. I'm working on it. I'm working on that. Some of you who haven't seen us in a while might be interested to see our probably temporary sidekick for Henry's Kitchen here that we've named Brisket. Brisket, very similar to roast beef, sleeps all the time in the shrimp fetal position. I guess that's what animals do nowadays, or at least it's what they do on Henry's Kitchen. I've seen a lot of videos where there's puppies dancing with their owners or jumping around and doing fun, cute stuff, chasing a ball, whatever. This dog just doesn't do shit but sleep. And that's the same as my late cat roast beef. But I'm not saying that we very quickly swapped out our old mascot roast beef. You know, we took a few months, but I don't want people out there saying, wow, Henry has roast beef for 21 years and then just jumps right to another mascot. He changes mascots as often as he changes his underwear, which I guess in that case might be sort of truth to it. But Van Honkerton says, I've heard that pets behave similarly to their owners. Do you also sleep in the fetal position? Yes. Yes, I do. So maybe that is what's happening. Chernot the Singer says, you got a lot of love to give. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you very much, Chernot. And I keep on messing it up. It's Cher, comma, not the singer. I always think it's someone named Chernot. But that's the way it is with a lot of these. Nancy Drudels says, Rotor beef will always be in our hearts. Yeah, Rotor beef. I never heard that one. But he had a lot of nicknames like Roast Boof that was given to us by Parky Barky. And I Am Wilby says, how many miracles are allowed in the kitchen? I think just one per lifetime. And we definitely hit one. All right, let's see what other pictures we have. We have songs to do. We've got a recipe. We've got a lot of activity coming up. We have a lot of pictures. Lisi sent us this cool picture a few days ago. This seems to be a nice skyline, beautiful day. Or did you say that this was, somebody sent you this from Atlanta, I think? Is this Atlanta's skyline? What a beautiful cloud formation that is. Parasitosis says, Rotoring, what's your price for flight? Oh, I see. That was a a reference from the Night Ranger song Sister Christian. I didn't realize that's what Nancy Droodles was doing there. I like it. Carinu Opinion says, Henry, was the whole thing with roast beef walking backwards really, or was that editing? Well, I cannot tell a lie. That particular video you're talking about, I added the audio afterward. I don't want to contribute to all the misinformation that's happening in the world now. But it was fun. Parasitosis says, is this Sunday stream going to be the fabled Henry explains how to use a tourniquet? I've been slowly bleeding out for about 3 or so years. Okay, Parasitosis, we might do that. So just kind of keep everything stable for the moment, and we're going to get around to doing that stream. Oh, it looks like Brisket here has opened her eyes. Sort of. Kind of half opened. Not much. For a second, I thought maybe there was something going on there. But thank you very much, Lisi, for sending us this cool picture. And what else do we got here? We've got Lag is a Flesh Wound has sent us this picture of Finnegan. Wow, Finnegan looks like a cool dog. Looks like Finnegan would fit right in here at Henry's kitchen because it looks like he's into sleeping. Okay. Unsuccessfully Coping says Finnegan is also very sleepy. Yeah. Finnegan looks like a cool dog. That would be a fun dog to pet, right? Neat says, a lot of work being a puppy. Yeah, it tuckers you out. I Slap Cat Butts sends us this picture. What am I looking at here? Is this a comedy club? Is this like a fun, it looks like a boat-themed comedy club or something of that nature. Oh, Krusty Krab. Oh, SpongeBob. It looks live action, though. It doesn't look like it's a cartoon to me. Underwater Comedy Club? Oh, it's Krusty Krab. Real life Krusty Krab. Everyone typed Force and says, sir, this is a Wendy's. Wendy's? Getting a lot of information. Annelition 532 says it looks liminal as hell. Computer, what does liminal mean? Computer, hey, what does liminal mean? What does liminal mean? Hey, computer, what does liminal mean?
The adjective liminal is usually defined as of, relating to, or situated at threshold, the point at which a stimulus is of sufficient intensity to begin to produce an effect.
Okay, I don't know what any of that means. I think it means don't ask computer to define words for you anymore. Paris says Wendy's nuts. Wendy's nuts. Okay, we're getting off a little bit here. WTF says, I imagine this is what the inside of a Long John Silver's resembles. Yeah, it does look like that with the arrows. I've never been in a Long John Silver's either. I never really understood the whole Long John Silver's phenomenon. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Thanks, I Slap Cat Butts. Maui Girl sends us a picture. This is presumably Maui Girl's silhouette or shadow. I guess it would be a shadow. And the beautiful place where Maui Girl lives. This is really nice. Carinu Pinion says, have you been to a Short Jim Golden's? No, I haven't been to Short Jim Golden's. Is that a competitor to Long John Silver's? Nancy Droodle says it was and is a good place. Okay, I might have to try it. We have one in Alhambra, I believe. Mentally Eel says Long John Silver's has been breeding, and that's it. Oh, sorry. Long John Silver's has great breading, and that's it. Unless you like the hush puppies. I like the hush puppies. Corinna Pinion says, yeah, big competitor, but they are failing horribly. Parasitosis says, Long John. You know what? A lot of you asked what happened to John, and I couldn't find him last week, but I found him now. So maybe we'll watch a little John just for old time's sake. What do you say?
Hi, this is John on behalf of Expert Village. In this video clip, I'll be talking about storage of your shop vac. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we'll be installing our top slats. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, I'll be talking about ventilation. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we'll be installing our trim. Hi, this is John on behalf of Expert Village. In this video clip, we'll be calculating the volume of a room. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we'll be removing the brick mold. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, I'll be talking about personal safety equipment. Hi, this is John on behalf of Expert Village. In this video clip, I'll be talking about work light operation. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, I'll be talking about tool inspection. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we'll be installing and fine-tuning our top cap pieces. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, I'll be talking about your work area. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we will be hanging our storm door. Hi, this is John, and in this clip, we will be...
This is the kind of entertainment you get when you come to Henry's Kitchen's live streams. The Chunks says John is incredibly knowledgeable. Pretty impressive, really. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of cool DIY stuff. Definitely, probably he knows more about DIY stuff than I know about the kitchen. But I don't know. After 15 years, I've known a lot. Official Shitter says John. Unsuccessfully Coping says not sure he has time to date. He's very busy tooling around. Yeah. Pug Lady 2600 says John must be in his 60s now. Yeah, well, let's say if John was 40 back then, that was probably 20 years ago, the early days of YouTube, it was Expert Village. Philomer says, way to show us all the great info we're missing out on. Yeah. Well, you can go look up John on Expert Village. Mentally Eel says, I wonder if John goes to Long John Silver's. Yeah, and that brings us full circle. Nancy Droodles, thank you so much for subscribing. Rotor Beef will always be rotoring right through our hearts. And Game Gumme Kande says, happy hump day. Happy hump day back to you, and thanks for subscribing for 42 months. Amazing. Parasitosis, Expert Village is dead as fuck. But here at Henry's Kitchen, since that was really the inspiration for me to get it in front of a camera and start making a YouTube cooking series, Expert Village will live on forever in my heart. Similar to Rotor Beef. Joel's Gag has gifted a Tier 1 sub to John. Thanks, Joel's Gag. Thank you very much for gifting that sub. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Thanks, Maui Girl, for this cool picture. We've got more coming up. This is Parasitosis. Is this, a lot of your pictures are from Japan. Is this Japan? Those mountains look very California-like, or at least sort of Western United States-like. But this, what is that? Is this a prison? Oh, Parasitosis says it's Kori Station. The house is definitely Japanese. Oh, yeah. My eyes aren't so great. I was really just looking at the mountains. Roach Swallower says history. The Chunks says that's a very tall power pole. Yeah, it must be really tall, but it's nice. It kind of keeps everything away from the buildings. Everyone type Forsen says, what the fuck? That's my house. Parasitosis is taking pictures inside your house, I guess, or outside of your house. Okay. Thanks, Parasitosis. Let's see what else we got here. It's Kate. Gives us a beautiful picture of a river. Is this another video game? This is very nice. Boy, you send these pictures that make me either want to play the game or just live in whatever place this is. Is this France? I don't know. I'd like to know. Inhalation 532 says, is that Manchester? Oh, that's in Manchester. It's Kate. It's funny, I spent a little bit of time in Manchester, and I don't remember seeing that river or canal or whatever it is, but it looks beautiful. I went to a tiki bar in Manchester, and that was a blast. I think it's famous. Paris says, I've only been to Womanchester. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. And Elition 532 says there's a place near the canal there called Society that does amazing food. Oh, cool. Snisku says, Henry, my makeup stream last week was very helpful. I kind of nailed my eyeshadow the other day. Yeah, we did a makeup stream for anybody who wanted to see that. Beanie Bobini says, hardly know her. Roach Swallower says, Womanchester, I hardly knew her. Mimsy Coon says, hello, Henry. How are you doing? Hey, doing well, Mimsy Coon. Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well as well. I got my coffee going. Okay, let's see what else we've got here in the way. Well, we got to do a song, so let's find a picture for our song. Should we use this one? Yeah, let's use this as our picture. We have sort of an international type song to do. So that might be good. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably pretty appropriate. We have a request from Angry Penguin 922. Wanted to hear this classic song, 80s classic from the group Sade. Some people call it Jardé, but it's S-A-D-E. It could be Sade. Computer, how do you pronounce Sade?
I pronounce that Sade, but I'm always working on how I say things and I might not have it right.
Okay, I gotta turn up the AC. This is called Smooth Operator by Sade. It's Kate X says, what if we tell computer she's saying words wrong? Yeah, then we might have an influence on how the world learns the pronunciation of certain words. Corinne Pinion says, damn, even computer needs to work on pronunciation. Yeah, everybody does, really. Stream, we've got Butt Smasher Masher. So that means they mash butt smashers. Some people might think that they smash butts, but they mash people that smash butts, I guess. Thank you very much for your subscription. Dapasaur Gaming says, we have Henry singing Smooth Operator before GTA 6. Okay. Oh, is it from Grand Theft Auto? Did they use this song for that? It's a fantastic song, and it reminds me how fun the 80s were with all the music and whatnot. Master Cookie the Third says, hey, Henry, do you know I hate myself and want to die by Nirvana? Die by Nirvana. That means listening to so much Nirvana that you can't possibly listen to any more or something. Anyway, Master Cookie 3, we all hate ourselves, and hopefully we also have part of us that we love also, or that loves ourselves. Sorry you're feeling that way. I've definitely felt that way. You're in the right place, and you're among good company. Corinne Upinion says everyone's waiting for the game to come out. Oh, are they going to use this? Okay, here we go. Let's do this song, Smooth Operator by Sade. Uh-oh, we've got to put the reverbus on. Check. How? Let's make sure this is the right key. Diamond light, lover boy, we move in space with minimum waste and maximum joy. City lights, business nights, when you require streetcar desire for higher heights. No place for beginners, a sensitive heart. It's too low. I'm sorry, I'm gonna transpose it. Sorry, everybody. No place for beginners or sensitive hearts. When sentiment is left to chance. Beautiful lyrics. I don't know what they mean, but they're beautiful. No place to be ending, but somewhere to start. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. That's not coast to coast. Western mail. Across the north and south to Key Largo. Love for sale. Oh, love for sale. Is it a male prostitute we're talking about here? I never knew that. Face to face, each classic case, we shadow box and double cross. You need the chase, a license to love, insurance to hold. He's an insurance salesman. Melts all your memories and change into gold. His eyes are like angels, but his heart is cold. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to New York. I'm gonna change that lyric. Western mail. He's a Western mail. Across the north and south to Key Largo. Love for sale. He's a smooth operator. Annalition says when he arrives, he's just a photo cutout and you have to assemble him like with IKEA instructions. That's what it sounds like. Androphyte says Western mail. That's what it says here, yeah. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Western mail. Across the Midwest and down to the South. Love for sale. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Now, why is there no need to ask? I think that there is a need to ask if he's a smooth operator because you might not know. Hey, lag is a flesh wound has cheered 50 bits. Thank you very much, lag is a flesh wound, as well as Lady Dina. Thank you so much for cheering 5 bits. And thank you, Roach Swallower, for clapping, and Neat for saying beautiful. Pug Lady says, it sounds like Computer gave that coast to coast answer. Yeah, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. I mean, there is coast there, but it's not what you consider a coast, coast to coast ride. Beanie Bobini says, clap, that was fun, Henry. Thank you very much, Beanie Bobini. Friend Schubert says, can't wait to get cooking today, Henry. I've got my Cumin locked and loaded. Yeah, we're going to be working with Cumin today. Let's go ahead and go through a couple of our other pictures. We've got one from Beanie Bobini. Our intern, Beanie Bobini, sends us this picture. Seems to be just a black screen. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not a black screen at all. There is a little fella down there at the bottom. Almost missed that cat. Carino Pinion says, what? Whoa. Super Nick 188 says, holy shit. Might have been a typo. Yeah, all right. Thanks for that, Beanie Bobini. That was nice. I wonder if there's a way we can play with that fella there. Here, hold on a second. Wow, he's completely gone. But wait. This is the kind of entertainment you get here at Henry's Kitchen. We're making a cat move up and down the screen. Okay, so that was fun. Thanks, Beanie Bobini. Carino Opinion says, pat them on the head. Hey there. Yeah. If we had a sound effect, that would have been really cool. Okay, let's find another picture here for our next song, shall we? Capacious T sends a picture, presumably from the southeast portion of the United States. Jimmy's Gator Nuggets. Wow, does that mean they're made out of gators? Gator meat? Computer, is it popular to eat alligator meat?
Alligator meat is popular in some southern U.S. regions, known for its lean and firm texture. It's often compared to chicken or fish and is used in various dishes. It's a common local delicacy, but not widely eaten nationwide.
Wow. I didn't know that they had alligator nuggets. That's probably a pretty cool thing. Unless you're an alligator, I guess. Nancy Droodles says, yes, I've had alligator soup in Key West. Wow. That's very interesting. You know, you do what you can with your geography. I live in Southern California, so I have a lot of burritos. Parasitosis says, when I lived in the South, I ate a lot of reptiles. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. All right, well, we're going to need to find a background. What would be a good one? How about this? Fun one from Parasitosis. Another Japanese locale, it looks like. I don't know that this song really works with that background, or it kind of does, but it doesn't work with the Japanese theme because it's just about as American of a song that you can get. It's a jazz standard by the great Fats Waller, and this was suggested to us by Carino Pinion. This is a classic, everybody. It's been covered by... Computer, how many artists have covered the song Ain't Misbehavin'?
from Quora.com. It's been covered by everybody, 2,000 to 2,200 different artists.
And Fats Waller was apparently a very nice person, but very famous. And he, as such, was surrounded by a lot of yes men and in the record business and such. And when he wrote Ain't Misbehavin', a lot of people wanted to point out, well, it's actually the correct grammar would be am not misbehaving. But everybody was too timid to tell him. And so that's the story of how it became Ain't Misbehavin'. And now you can still hear people say ain't because of this song. Okay. Let's go ahead now and do the song. Radmite says, enjoying the stream as always, Harrison. Please keep your voice down. My gerbil is sleeping and he has insomnia. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Radmite. And I will try to keep my voice down because I don't want your gerbil to have more trouble than they usually do when it comes to sleeping, especially on account of me. Okay, Radmite, thank you very much for the 10 bits. And it's Henry, by the way, not Harrison. Corinne Opinion says, wrong grammar sounds cool in general. It really does, yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this song. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to probably butcher it. There's so many jazz musicians out there that are going to probably call me out on this, but... We're doing it in A, which is kind of weird, but all right, here. Talk with all by myself, no one to walk with, I'm happy on the shelf, ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Whoops, okay, this is too low, let's change the key here. I know for certain I love, I'm through with flirting, it's you I'm thinking of, ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Oh, this is awful, I'm doing a terrible job. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere, what do I care, your kisses are worth waiting for. I don't stay out late, got no place to go. I'm about 8, just me. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Boy, I think I'm tone deaf. I think that's the problem here. I can't seem to find it. I don't stay out late, got no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. You know, I'm not somebody who's naturally good at really anything. There is one thing I think I'm kind of good at, and that's coming up with melodies that people can sing along to. I didn't write that one, of course, but I'm not naturally good at singing songs and having pitch. I'm actually bad at it. I have a problem. It's a lot of work. But thanks. That's very nice of everybody to say that, that they liked it. But the reason I do it is because I want people to know out there that if you keep working on something throughout your whole life, you still won't get good at it. And I think that's an important lesson. Annelition 532 says, I can hear pitch really well, but never produce it right. Haha. Yeah, no, I think that might be the problem for me. I can hear the pitch, but I can't recreate it. But Carino Opinion says that was still pretty entertaining. Well, that's good to hear because entertainment is good. It's Kate X says it's never too late to give up, and I wholeheartedly agree. Master Cookie the Third says, do you know I'm going to watch the bluebirds fly over my shoulder by Velvet Underground, Henry? Oh, no, I don't, but you can put that in the Discord and I'll take a listen to it and see if it's something that I can do. Franz Schubert says, guess you could say your brain was misbehaving by not letting you find the notes. Yes, that's one way of putting it. That would be a good one if you were watching somebody sing it on one of those shows like America's Got Talent. You could say, I think your brain was misbehaving by not letting you find the notes. Okay, we're going to put the guitar away. Let's check in on our current mascot here, Brisket. Hey, Brisket, are you excited that we're going to be making chickpeas with Cumin? That's got to be kind of exciting, isn't it? Not a lot of excitement. I don't know what the fuck happened with animals. They used to be all fun. All right, let's just go through the last couple of pictures here. We've got another one from Lacey T. Wow, this is beautiful. Is this a bike path or something where you live? It's very, very nice. I love it. Is this in the American Midwest? It looks very, very nice. Boy, that's really cool. I feel like I'm in Sherwood Forest or whatever. Thanks, Lacey T. And then let's see, we've got a couple more. We've got one from Maui Girl, another Maui Girl. Whoa. What is this? Some kind of cool festival going on in Maui? That looks awesome. And is that, do I see Acevedo oil in the foreground there? Oh, that's that's not part of the picture. Okay. I'm going to change the reverb. Check. Okay. Maui Girl says it's a drum circle on the beach. Wow, that's cool. That would be fun to check out. All right. And Parasitosis says it looks like some kind of a sacrifice. In a weird way, that's what drum circles are. Okay. And Chernot sends us, or Cher, not the singer, sends us this picture of, seems to be a bird in flight. Very nice. A lot of great pictures here. Thanks, everybody, for submitting these. This one's a nice color scheme with the blue, sky blue, a little bit of green. I like it. Blue and green is a great color combo. And last one, Hopeful Equinox, sends us this picture of what appears to be some type of soldier or something. Oh, is this a video game snapshot where you go around and shoot things? Very cool. Very beautiful river there. I like it. Carino Opinion says, I think this is Halo. Wow, it looks really cool. All right, everybody. We've had a lot of fun, but fun time's over. It's time to do what we came here to do, which is to cook. All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, check. Help, help, help. Check. Test the mic. 1, 2. Radmite says is specifically not fun. Cooking is specifically not fun, but it puts bread on the table. It sure does. And it will today. Let's see if we have a picture. That's what we made last time that came out really good. But today, not quite as delicious. But let's go through some of our ingredients. We've got ground cumin. We've got our salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper shakers. That's Salt and Peppa, the rock band. And there's one of each of them on their respective, what do you call it, disseminators of salt and pepper. Okay. We also have here some garlic. This is, thank you, Corinne Pinion. It wasn't really a sneeze, it was more of a cough. And I don't like to do that when I'm cooking food for others because I'll cough up some kind of spittle on the food and people don't like that. That's why I didn't get very far as a professional chef for weddings and stuff like that because I have sinus issues and allergies and whatnot. But we have our garlic bulbs and we've got, what's this? Ground cumin. Garbanzo beans, which we've already mentioned, are the same as chickpeas, so don't worry there. We're not switching up the beans. We're using the exact same ones from the recipe. And our Acevedo oil. And I've got some lemon juice, which is optional, which means we will not be using this. Okay, let's go ahead and get to work here. Quick pan-fried cumin chickpeas. This method is perfect for getting a quickie. All right, ingredients. 1 can of chickpeas. I don't know if we're going to use the whole can. Doesn't say how many this makes. There's 3 servings in here. Why don't we use 1/3 of everything? That's what we're going to do. So we're just going to use 1 serving. So we've got our infrared stove top situation here. I'm going to get a saute pan. You can use a wok or a Dutch oven. We're going to put it on we're going to heat the oil medium heat and add oil. So of oil we're only going to use 1/3, so we're going to use 1 to 2 tablespoons. So 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm going to need some help on this one. If the recipe originally is asking for 1 to 2 tablespoons, what they want is the number in between. So you go 2 minus 1, which would be 1, and you take half of that, which would be 1/2, and you add it to the original number. So it's 1.5 tablespoons. But remember, we're dividing that by 3. So computer, what is 1.5 tablespoons divided by 3?
1.5 tablespoons divided by 3 is 0.5 tablespoons.
Okay, thank God we've got a calculator here. All right, so what were we doing now? Oh yeah, that's right, for olive oil, but we're using Acevedo oil. It's a slightly milder oil. I don't know where my tablespoons are. Computer, can you repeat that, please?
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
I don't know where my tablespoons are. Ah. Hiding under a bowl. So we need half a tablespoon. They only have a 1 tablespoon. Computer, how many teaspoons is half a tablespoon?
Half a tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons. It's a simple conversion that can help you measure ingredients accurately in your cooking or baking.
Okay. Doesn't sound simple to me. Everyone type Forson says, I already fucked up the recipe. I got Cumin all over my pants. How can I wash it out? I think it's just a powder. I guess you could probably put it in the regular wash. Wait, computer, can you repeat that?
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
Why does it not ever remember the last thing it said? Did it say 2.5 teaspoons? Ugh. Van Honkerton says, hi Henry. I think there's a user submitted picture peeking from the background. Yes, I have to fix that now. Let's see how we can fix that. There we go. Ooh, there's just ever so slight. I think that's it. All right, thank you very much for that. Shout out to my OCD people out there. Official Shitter says it's 3 teaspoons. Well, fuck, because I used half. Now I have to guesstimate half again, so it's going to come out weird. I don't know why I thought I remembered 2.5 teaspoons. Okay. That's enough of this nonsense. Next up, okay, so heat the oil. Now we're going to bloom the spices. Computer, what does it mean to bloom the spices?
From BerkshireRegal.com. Blooming means to bring out the flavor by cooking the spices either in a dry pan, lightly toasting them until they are very fragrant, or sautéing in a bit of butter or oil.
Okay, so it sounds like they could have said cook the spices or saute the spices, but instead they went with bloom to be fancy, I guess. Okay, we're going to add the minced garlic. I don't have minced garlic. I have garlic, but I guess that's their way of saying that we need to mince it, so let's mince it. When you're mincing garlic, you want to take the paper off the outside of it, and then you want to grab one of these garlic pressers. This is a pretty badass one I got a long time ago, but this thing has definitely been quite the workhorse in the kitchen. Oh, and by the way, it says 1 to 2 cloves of garlic, so that's 1.5 cloves, but we're dividing it by 3, so we're going to do half a clove. So I just picked kind of a small clove, and you really never get the whole clove on there anyway. Delicious. What the fuck? The News Junkie just rated us with 26 viewers. News Junkie, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. We are currently making chickpeas with cumin, and we are very excited. And we want to give a shout out to the News Junkie who has given us a lot of raids and shared their audience with us, and it's very generous of you. Thank you, the News Junkie. All one word, the News Junkie. Junkie. And it says here that an anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Huey's Kitchen. It's Henry's Kitchen, but thank you very much for gifting that sub. Anonymous. We love all the work that you do. And thanks, Radmite. And, okay, so if you're just joining us, we're making this dish, chickpeas with cumin. And we're going to grab... I'll go ahead and grab my favorite situation there. That smells good already. Let's see what else we've got. We're blooming the spices. We've got how much? 1.5 teaspoons. So we need this is going to be difficult. No, 1 to 2 teaspoons. So we need 1.5 teaspoon divided by 3. So this math is kind of working out. Wow, it's hot. We need half a teaspoon of our ground cumin. Wow, this thing is really popping. Watch out. This thing's... Ow. Fuck. It's popping. Whew. Shit. It's like an impossible task there. Iron Pirate Tubby says, "What's up, hen dog? Just stopping by to greet you and fellow Chads in the chat. Hope you're enjoying Yoshi and the mysterious book and taking down the evil Kamek. Help me make it through the night." Hey, thanks, Iron Pirate Tubby. Good to see you on here, and thanks for the positivity. And I'm kind of dealing with a situation here where the oil is popping up in my face. I'm hoping that calms down a little bit. I don't know when it does. It might be because I used avocado oil instead of olive oil. Alright. So we're blooming our spices for 30 seconds. Well, it's already been way more than 30 seconds until highly fragrant. Yeah, it's fragrant. Now we're going to saute the chickpeas. Remember, we're doing 1/3 of these. Oh, fuck. That's cooking a lot. Well, I should have prepped a lot of this stuff here. We're gonna need some type of a device here. Kind of working in a hurry here. It locks on there. Boy, it sure didn't get much. It just got a little bit. I don't think I got a good lock on. Okay, you gotta really push it. Push it real good. Okay, there we go. Now, I've got another situation here where it's filled with water. Rinsed and drained. No, we've got to drain these. So I'm not quite sure how to do that. Okay. And then we want 1/3 of this can. So I think I'm just going to kind of guesstimate what 1/3 of a can would be. Yeah, probably about that. That way we can save this. All right, and then we're gonna stir this frequently for about 5 to 7 minutes, which means 6 minutes. Computer, set timer for 6 minutes. This is until the
6 minutes, starting now.
until the chickpeas are slightly blistered and warm throughout. Computer, how much time left?
You have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on your 6-minute timer.
Okay. The Brewmaster says this is why you never fry bacon naked. Yeah, there is definitely that problem happening here. Guitar Joe says, anyone ever made hummus with the black variety of chickpeas? I didn't know that they had those. Philomer says, I'd like to change my prediction. Uh-oh. Everyone type Forson says, Reese's Puff, eat 'em up. Okay. I'm going to stir this all around. I want to get that Cumin all over each individual one of these. And we've got the garlic as well, and that's going to get nice and fragrant for us. And I think it's healthy. Computer, what are the health benefits of garlic?
According to the NIH, currently, garlic is used as a dietary supplement for many purposes, including high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure, and the common cold, as well as in attempts to prevent cancer and other diseases. A great deal of research has been done on garlic, but much of it consists of small, preliminary, or low-quality studies. There's conflicting evidence about whether garlic lowers blood cholesterol levels. Garlic may be helpful for high blood pressure, but the evidence is weak. Some studies indicate that certain groups of people who eat more garlic may be less likely to develop certain cancers, such as stomach and colon cancers. However, garlic in dietary
Okay,
supplement
computer,
form is not...
stop. My God, did you see that? Computer was just going on and on and on about shit that I don't even
I'm
know.
not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh. Unsuccessfully coping says she was mute earlier. Now she won't shut the fuck up. You're right. Carino Opinion says something about stomach cancer. Oh, that's awful. You know, all it is somebody found a garlic farm or something, and then they started a rumor that it's good for you. That's the way all these foods that are supposedly good for you start. Somebody's like, oh, we're sitting on a whole lot full of spinach. Let's just start a whole rumor that spinach somehow is good for you. It cures cancer or extends your life or something. And then they start selling it like hotcakes. Or if you stumbled on a hotcake farm, just tell everybody hotcakes are good for you, and then you're... Game Master Flash says that's how cranberries got popular. Probably. You Fear Jazz says Popeye is propaganda. Yeah, that was probably what it was. Okay, so these are starting to crumble a little bit. I don't know if that's good or not. I feel like there's got to be something else. Okay, finish. We're going to, at the finish, I'm just looking ahead here. We're going to remove these from the heat. We're going to stir in just a pinch. Oh yeah, we haven't used our salt and pepper. Okay, that's pepper. Why does it look like salt? And then this is our salt. I hope I didn't just put 2 salts on there. Okay. Frostin271 says, make it salty or the cumin won't taste good. Oh, really? Vatsart says, when does the cumin go? And we already did. That was one of the first ones that we did. Snisku says, speaking of, have you ever taken a propaganda at these nuts? Have I taken a propaganda at these nuts? I'm not sure I have. Androphyte says, has the cumin bloomed enough yet? I guess, yeah. Computer, how much time left?
You have 20 seconds left on your 6-minute timer.
Well, we're done. We're going to add just a little bit of lemon juice to finish it off. That hurt. Computer, stop. Okay, this probably isn't exactly the right utensil to be using, but it kind of works. I just don't want to go washing extra spatulas that I don't really need to. I'd say so far these are looking pretty good. They're pretty much looking exactly like the picture. That's not it. Okay.
Hi, this is John on behalf of Expert Bill.
I don't know exactly what just happened there. Unsuccessfully coping says so close. Yeah, alright, here. Let's... Yeah, that was a close one. Okay. We've made kind of a stinky mess. I want to check in on our mascot here and make sure that she's still undisturbed here. Our little brisket. She's like, you just wake me up for no reason, huh? Okay. Oh yeah, put just a little bit of... Vatsart says, I haven't tuned in a while. Well, not much has changed here. We're just making shit. We've got some chickpeas here. We're going to put in just a little bit of lemon juice. It says it wants a squeeze of lemon juice, but I'm using a bottled lemon juice, so I really don't know how much we're supposed to have in there. And let's stir it around. I think I just put a lot of lemon juice in there because I can see all the liquid on the bottom. But maybe that'll be good. I don't know. Androphyte says, and it's a glass bottle. You can't even squeeze it. Yeah, it doesn't do any good to squeeze it. It's going to be hot. Nah. I fucked it up. I put too much lemon. It's very tart. They're not crispy. Unsuccessfully coping. Are they supposed to be crispy? Way too much fucking lemon. Unsuccessfully coping says wash it off. Yeah, I guess I could. Maybe we'll try something like this. We can dry out this stuff. Oh no, I think that's the one I used to blow my nose. This is going poorly. And I should have used a bigger paper towel. That my instincts were right. I just grabbed a too small of a paper towel. All right, let's go ahead and try this, see if it's any better. That lemon is on there. It's not going away. It's too tart. It's not crispy. It's a weird mushy consistency. I don't taste anything good in it. It's not good. If I served this at a wedding or at a restaurant or something like that, I might be in trouble with the law. Last bite, because I don't like to waste food. Nah, that was crap. We have made worse things here, so I'm not going to call it tastes like shit. I'll say it's just not good. But, and you know, we made a mess and we wasted food. I don't like to waste food. I'm going to try to eat more of this because I am very hungry. But, what am I thinking? I don't think it would have been good without the lemon juice, but oh my God, did I put a lot on there. Parasitosa says wash it off. Yeah, we tried that. Well, I tried to dry it off. I think if I wash it off, it's just gonna... Lily says maybe wash it down with some lemon juice. Wouldn't that be deferring the peepus? I mean, defarting the porpoise? Defrocking the... Defrauding the priestess? Dark Aegis says maybe douse it in some olive oil. Yeah, that could work. No, I think I'm just kind of going to give up on it. I don't... Remember, it's never too late to give up. Van Honkerton says, hi, Henry. Are you having a stroke? Do we need to call the bombulance? No, I think we're probably okay. Corinne Opinion says, put it in the oven. No. Game Master Flash, wow. Look at this. That was very, very kind of you, Game Master Flash. Game Master Flash has gifted us here at Henry's Kitchen, and by us, I mean myself. And maybe Brisket. Has gifted us $20. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. And there's a message here. Get a pizza, King. You suffer for your art, and your art is the hell that is cooking. You can't win them all, but it would be nice to win at all. You're right. Thank you so much, Game Master Flash. Well, I did win thanks to your $20. I'm going to go get myself a pizza as Brisket and I watch the DVD of today's show. You know, I do... You okay? I feel like, she just sleeps all day long. That's all this dog does. Come on. Come on. Come party. Come hang out. Alright, we're going to try to get maybe Brisket involved in the show a little bit more. Can you see her. Yeah, there you go. She knows how to sit. She's doing the downward dog, but you can't really see any of it. Let's go back to the camera. Okay, that's about as much as she gets up. And now she, well, she's awake. Frivolous Disguise. Hi there, Henry. Wait, where'd it go? There was a message from Frivolous Disguise, and now I don't see it. Oh yeah. Hi there, Henry. I just woke up. What's cooking today? Well, we just made some dog shit. Not real dog shit. And no offense there, Brisket. But we made some pretty nasty ass chickpeas. And it probably wouldn't have been as bad. It's chickpeas with cumin, but I put too much lemon juice in there at the last minute. So it came out crap. Parasitosis says, Henry, you shouldn't blame yourself for this. This was probably an AI recipe made by a bot who's never had an ice cream sandwich. Wow, Parasitosis, you're absolutely right. It was an AI recipe. I just did AI overview on Google. I thought it was a website, but I think you're right. It was just an AI recipe. Okay. Guitar Joe says, who's coming? Yeah, Four Wheelers says, add some water and have a chickpea lemon tea. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. There might be something I can do there, but I think now it's time for us to do our song. The Henry's Kitchen thank you song to so many people. The moderators. I want to... Oh, yes. Beelzebub, you're right. Let's end with that. I'm going to do the song, and then we have a package. I can't believe I almost forgot. Thank you so much for reminding me. Hammy X Hams has sent us a package that was supposed to arrive for the stream anniversary, but it actually just arrived recently. Okay, so we have to figure out the right key for this. This is to thank the moderators, the folks that run the Discord, the technical advisors, the big name streamers, people like the News Junkie who give us raids. Thank you so much, the News Junkie, for giving us a raid today. And Frostin271 says, Henry, when is the next YouTube video? Well, on my Patreon, once a month, there's a new Henry's Kitchen tutorial, and sometimes I'll put those on YouTube as well. But I don't know when the next public one will be. But if you want the Patreon, even if you just join for $1, you can see the new ones as they come out. Nancy Droodles says, mods, don't forget to announce the info about the P.O. box. Oh, yeah. The P.O. box is not happening right now, so don't send anything until I get it figured out. And I will get it figured out, but... Okay. That's too high. Maybe I'll do it here. Okay. Alright, and this song goes out to all of you and the tier 3 subscribers as well. Thanks. So, there's some... no. Sorry, everybody. There's... What is it? Okay. Fucking and ding. Wait, no. Dingo Bob. Dom Beef Hot Bear 1110. Do Dingle Dog Goggle Dr. Flangy's back. Ooh. Rose, Shane Yes Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana, it's Kate Kairosa, Bumble Vision and the LGX, Chef Reactions, Husky Boyle, Bill Larkin Music, The Toilie and the News Junkie, Nim Moon, Amaru, Orca Mind, S-Fan, Bonnie 2 and Dazzle Cat, Blurry Little Quest and Boris and Vanilla Parasitosis, and don't forget Beanie Bo Beanie and Quanto, Dazzle Cat, Zodbane and Toke My Nuts, Saguaro Ooh, Burrito 55555, Dinosaur Eye Slap, Cat Butts, JV's Tag, Sickly Boy, Beelzebub, Headlips 1 and Caitlin's Kitchen, VCT, Purple Donut Filling His Fruit, Tankard and Borsman, Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey, ASMR, Lurk Bull, Shandis, Nova Clarion, Mr. Gooseberry VT, BK69, Rose Dower, 007, Royal Flush 9, Embry 225, Yardcasm, Nico Tazo, Michael Bublé 4422, Potato Cap Breeder, Passion Airman Hoshin 64, Midnight Faded JSBX Fanacity Tis Pool Boy 789, D's Nuts Game Master Flash and Mimsy Coon, The Cat Food Taste Tester, The Cheernex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom GR Acity Tis, and Michelle Heffy. And don't forget Quanto. Wow. That was a weird rendition of a Jose Suicidio song. Don't forget, the new Jose Suicidio is out and it streams anywhere you stream music. It's called There's Something Wrong With Me by Jose Suicidio. And now it is time for us to I don't want to dox anybody with anything here. We are going to crack this sucker open. I'm going to take the outer covering off because I don't want to dox the sender here. Whoa. Okay, let's make sure this is all good. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Stuff started coming out of this right away. So this comes to us from Hammy X Hams. Okay. I'm very excited to see what's going on here. Let's get this nasty chickpea shit out of here. All right. Guitar Joe says Taco Bell sauce packets. Game Master Flash says that box has seen some shit. Yeah, it sure has. CDM. Flarp Noise Putty. Sounds cool. Arby's. Is that horsey sauce? Oh my god, I love horsey sauce. Horsey sauce. From Arby's roast beef sandwiches, one of my favorite sandwich places. There's also some crumbly golden wonton. Is this a fortune? Oh, this was a fortune cookie. I guess it didn't make it in the traveling, but there's a fortune in there. Okay, wow. This is a care package with a lot of cool stuff. Oh my god, I love the horsey sauce. Arby's sauce. What computer? What's the difference between Arby's sauce and?
Arby's sauce
Hold
is a
on.
signature blend of
Hey!
vinegar, and
Computer,
spices
stop.
known for its tangy and savory
Computer,
flavor.
stop.
It's a unique trademark. of
Computer,
Arby's.
stop. I wasn't done with my question. Computer, what is the difference between Arby's sauce and horsey sauce?
Arby's sauce is a classic, savory blend perfect for their sandwiches, while horse sauce is a rich, creamy condiment often used for steak. Both add great flavor but serve different dishes.
Whoa. Stoner mug cakes. Get baked with weed cakes that are made in the microwave. Whoa. This is really cool. I did make cookies, cannabis cookies, with my friend HLS that you can see on YouTube, but you have to be of a certain age, apparently, in order to be able to view it. But looks like we could make some get baked type stuff made in the microwave. So these are mug cakes. Beet juice muffin. PB&J cake. Wow, this looks like some serious stoner stuff on the menu here. We've got a jammy sandwich, nutty berry cake. Thank you. It says put your ingredients into a mug and give them a good mix. Then cook in your microwave for a space cake to high for 5. For even a stoner can do it. And before you can say pass the spliff, your cake is cooked and ready to blow your mind. Okay, and then this is called... Whoa, this is coffee, and it looks like a very fancy one from New Orleans, or New Orleans. Regular grind CDM. Wow, this looks like it's going to last so long. This is incredible. Thank you so much, Hammy X Hams, for this incredible package of goodness. We've got so much awesome stuff here. Can't wait to get into that coffee. And what's this? Swimmer's Ear Debrox. Relieves discomfort from water-clogged ears. This is great. Hey, Brisket, check this out. We're getting all kinds of cool stuff over here. Doesn't give a shit, of course. Oh, look, there's more fortune cookies. The fortune cookies didn't really make it in the traveling, unfortunately. No pun intended with the unfortunately part. But, or, you know, pun intended, why not? Let's go ahead and eat one of these as we sign off and say thank you to Hammy X Hams for giving us something successful to end this stream with. And also thanks to Game Master Flash for that $20 for a pizza. Or maybe I'll go to Arby's. Have myself a feast. Okay, we're gonna basically drink a fortune cookie here. Do you eat the cookie first or do you read it? Okay, I'm gonna read it. It says here, your next Chinese meal will bring you more cookies. That's great. Is that my fortune? It's not a good fortune. On the other side, there's another thing. This Wednesday, step out of your comfort zone and explore new horizons. Well, it is Wednesday, and I stepped way out of my comfort zone. I was very uncomfortable today. So maybe it knew that somehow. But also, why do I want to step out of my comfort zone? So that I can be uncomfortable? That doesn't sound like a good deal. All right, we're going to drink some of this fortune cookie here. Pretty good. From the Wonton Food Inc. secondfortune.com. All right, you have a little coffee. Thank you everybody for joining us here at Henry's Kitchen. Thanks Hammy X Hams for ending on a positive note with all your wonderful stuff that you sent here. The stoner mug cakes looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have to do something. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That's really cool. Very cool. And thank you, Game Master Flash, for the $20 pizza donation. That was very kind of you. Thanks, the News Junkie, for rating us. Thanks to everybody. Butt Smasher, Masher, Jules Gag, John, Nancy Droodles, etc. Guitar Joe says, Henry's special on Blonde Medicine. Blonde Medicine is what you need. Oh yeah, shake it up. He's on Blonde Medicine. There ain't no channel hosting it for free. Thanks, Guitar Joe. Guitar Joe, of course, is doing a parody of the song Bad Medicine by Bon Jovi. But it's also a nice way to get a plug out there. And it says right there in the chat area, you can see the comedy special that I did 10 years that never found a home, finally officially released by Blonde Medicine and released out to the world, and you can see it. Fats Arts says, do you play games these days, Henry? Yeah, I'm going to be doing more games in June. I'm going to talk to the mods about how we can get some more gaming going on. We have a lot of requests for games. It's going to be fun. Thanks, the Balderdash Lad. Thanks, Ghostina Gutter. Saguaro Ooh. Thank you very much. And yeah, we got a little bit of life out of Brisket for a second, but that was it. Wow, that really came and went. Saguaro's Ooh says, am I late? I think you are. Yeah, because we're just ending. Game Master Flash says, we've been having fun in Lethal and Battle Golf. Oh, Battle Golf. That sounds pretty cool. All right, well, we're going to do some more gaming. Official Shitter says, don't slam it too hard. You too, man. Or... lady, and Glitchy Med says, no, thank you. Oh, no, thank you, Henry. Thank you, Glitchy Med. And Maui Girl, thanks for the awesome pics, and sorry about the lemon juice. Yeah, that sucked, but we ended on a high note. So thanks, everybody, for joining us today. And I will see you Sunday at 12 noon Pacific time, the regular time. Thanks.